Let's talk about chop shops. So I saw this article published this week about some of the chop shops in the United States and the issues with the surgeons there. So this article talks about the fact that Gold's Plastic Surgery, and they also mention Sonobello, have multiple incidences where they hired physicians that were in significant trouble in other states with medical board investigations, as well as multiple malpractice lawsuits. So these chop shops are problematic for a variety of reasons. So reason number one is they really don't usually have the best plastic surgeons. There are plastic surgeons at all. Some of these places have a few boarded plastic surgeons, and that's who they feature on their website, but they employ lots of people who aren't plastic surgeons. Sonobello, they talk about in this article, actually has a fellowship that's 3 months, and after completing this fellowship, they're calling their surgeons board certified plastic surgeons. And since it's not a protected term, they can actually do this, although they're getting in trouble for it now because, of course, it's misleading to patients. The next thing that's problematic about these chop shops is they don't offer the full breadth of plastic surgery. So as a patient, if you come in with concerns about your abdomen, they don't have all the tools to give you the best possible result. They just sell what they sell. So you may really need a tummy tuck and you get sold liposuction. One of the most concerning things about these places, in my opinion, is that the decisions on the surgical procedure are typically coming from just what the patient wants and some non-medical person, consultant, who sells it to you. So I have a patient of my own who had liposuction done at one of these chop shops right next to my office, and she did not meet the surgeon until the day of the surgery. That's crazy. And then finally, these places often don't provide adequate post-op care. So we see these patients in the ER all the time. They have no scheduled follow-up. They have issues and don't know who to call. Years ago, I actually got a recruiting email from one of these places, and it said, no call, no weekends. Who is covering? These are surgical patients. They have problems 24/7. You need to have a surgeon available. So if you sign on for surgery and your surgeon's only available in the daylight hours, that's a problem. I really wish no plastic surgeons would work for these places. It irritates me that they do, and I wish our societies would make a stand against it, because we bring legitimacy to illegitimate things, and these places are extremely problematic. And that article was really scary. There were surgeons that were recruited that had multiple deaths attributed to them and were in trouble with medical boards in more than one state, some of them, and still got jobs at Gold Plastic Surgery where they ended up hurting people. I did all the proper training because I care about people, and I want people to be safe in my hands, and it's terrifying that not every surgeon thinks that. Please don't go to these places. There's so many wonderful plastic surgeons who will give you excellent care. You don't need to go to one of these chop shops.